Right now what we are going to do is we are scraping off all this sea deck or whatever this is, freaking Amazon sea deck. Taking all this stuff off to check the deck to see what shape the deck is in. But all in all, it's not a bad boat. The hull is actually in pretty good shape from what I can see. And yeah, it's got a tower, the most important part. But I'm gonna show you guys some clips of me taking off the sea deck. Basically all we're doing, getting this little scraper tool, just scraping it off. That's really it. As y'all can't really see, but I'll show you guys better. Right now, just kind of pulling in, just taking this all off. That's really all it is. I mean, I'm sure there's way many better ways to do it, but this is just the way that we're gonna do it. I mean, so far, so good. Not soft, not like any big holes that I see, so that's good. Hopefully she floats. I was over here working on the engine. Taking compression or somebody took compressions on it before. Good numbers, 124, 124, 126, 126. I was running a spark test with this. Top two, good spark. Bottom two, they had decent spark. It was a little bit less than the top two. One thing about this engine is that it'll run and start in idle on only 2 cylinders. And then basically they did it like that way to save on fuel. I don't know which 2 cylinders, but if it's these 2, also might be another reason why it's not starting. I messed with these throttle cables. It's really loose. Also, they are very long. Goes all the way up there. Not really sure what the issue is with this. But
all right, guys. So here's the dilemma. I found a hole. It looks like it's been here for a minute, and inside here, it's wet. I can see the water in there. You guys probably won't see it, but you can see it in there. So I cut another hole right here. It's a little damp, but it's not waterlogged like the other side. And then if you see this crack, I think it's just coming up. I'm not too sure. So man, I did not want to take out this whole deck. It's going to be a lot of work. Let me know what you think. Should I I'm going to use these blowers for now, just to kind of sit on it, let the blowers work all night and maybe throughout the day, and kind of see what's going on. And we'll go from there. I think the water was getting in there because it's not cracked on this side, like it's not lifting up, and that's where the 2 ends meet. And I really think it wasn't fiberglass too good, and water just got in. All right, guys, so a little update. This is what we got going on. All right, put a tarp on the boat, and I got 2 fans going where those 2 holes were, and we're just gonna let it ride overnight and see if it dries it out. I know it's probably going to take a while for it to dry out, but I mean, if we come down here, it's dripping water, so it's definitely pushing. So here's the thing, and what we got to kind of we got to make a decision, and I'm going to sleep on it a little bit. So the game plan is I was hoping not to redo the bottom subfloor. I really didn't want to. It'll take too much time and we have to be on a budget. And I just wanted to do this flooring. I wanted to get this flooring off, make a little more of a box to support that, and call it a day. That would probably be, you know, a week's worth of work. Wednesday, Justin from Florida 4-Stroke Outboards is going to look at this. Hopefully everything checks out. And I think the game plan is going to be still the same. There is 2 holes obviously in the front now, and where the 2 4x8 plywood meet, it's kind of bowed up a little bit. We can grind that down and plaster it, and I think that's going to be it. I've been having the mindset of, you know, this needs to be a $50,000 boat, you know. In reality, that's not it. It's not going to be it. It won't come close to it. So don't dump so much money into it, because, you know, this might be just, you know, fix it, let it ride for a little bit, let my son drive it for a little bit, and sell it. That's probably what the goal is going to be, you know. So we have to kind of be on a budget. If the Mariner works, we'll let it run for a little bit. If something comes up available that's, you know, 4-stroke and, you know, a couple $1,000, hey, let's get it. But I think this is just going to be the route that we're going to go to. I don't want to dump more money into this boat. I kind of want to, I mean, we spent some money on a boat already, right? So let's get it to the point where it's sealed, it's workable. Only that right side was filled with water, and I think it's because there's a hole there and it needs to be patched up. So we're drying it out now and do this for a couple days, dry it out, and plug those holes, plug those 2 plywood ends together, and I think that's going to be it. And then we'll start on a deck. So I think the transom is good as well. I think it's good. I was banging it with the hammer, and it seems pretty solid. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna have Justin look at it. He's a little more expertise than me. Maybe he'll say, yeah, man, transom's good. Fucking let's make this motor right and send it on its way. So the problems with the motor right now is this. These cables are way too big. Way too big. So it's not going into gear or nothing. So we need to get that right. The motor cranks over, it's just not starting. But on the back of here, on the cylinders where the spark plugs are, there's compression numbers on there, and they're all pretty high. So I'm not too much of a boat mechanic, but I think we'll be all right with the motor. We just got to get it running. And then obviously the C-Star, the hydraulic steering, the cables need to be redone. So I have compressor fittings for that coming in. But all right, well, this is it so far. If you guys got any ideas, please comment. The main goal is probably just to dry out the floor and keep the floor. I just don't want to dump another $5 grand and, you know, 500 hours. We don't have that in the budget, and we don't have that in the time. So all right, guys, let me know in the comment section what you guys think. We'll see you on the next.
Welcome to Real Coast Adventures, where fishing meets hard work with a side of fun. Whether we're reeling in those monster snook, tackling those redfish in the shallows, or sharing tips and tricks, there's always something exciting happening here. If you love fishing, adventure, and real life hustle, hit that subscribe button and join the journey. Let's make every day an adventure. Come on!